What is the future for Whitney and Lee? They're hardly love's young dream, and we know that actor Danny Boy Hatchard is leaving Walford soon. As Valentine's Day dawns, they've got a big decision to make: put aside their differences or go their separate ways. Michelle arranges to see an old friend, but is disconsolate when he's a no-show. Later she gets a Valentine's Day card, but her happiness is short-lived. Michelle decides to return to teaching and applies for a job. Will she get it? Jay is traumatised by the results of Roxy's medical report, and he and Billy are disturbed by Jack's latest request. Billy tries to change his mind, but Jack snaps. After Max intervenes, he offers him some advice, and later Stacy chimes in too. The Carters enlist local store owner Conrad to help with their Polish-themed night. But Shirley is shocked by the visit of an environmental health officer. Someone's reported food poisoning. We take a trip to Weatherfield next. Nathan is playing Bethany like a big game fisherman playing with a snapper. She makes her own video, but it's a flop and is ridiculed, only she doesn't know Mel is doing the trolling. Nathan tells her he fancies her and they kiss, but later police turn up to the salon and arrest him for the suspected abduction of Annabelle Adams. He begs Bethany for an alibi, and she's torn over providing it when she watches a news report about the missing girl. Later, he takes Bethany to his flat. Adam's ears prick up when Rosie confesses her drug dilemma to him. And wouldn't you know it, the stashed cocaine goes missing. Rosie tells Sophie it must have been Adam, who has meanwhile suggested setting up business with Todd. But Todd then overhears Sophie and Rosie. Adam then chats up a receptionist, Trina, and asks her out. What he really wants to know is all about her drug-dealing client. After the big split, Sinead has nowhere to live. Daniel asks her to move in with him, but it's way too soon, while Ken is worried it's interfering with his studies. Finally, we look at Emmerdale. It's the anniversary of Tessa's death, and Paddy privately visits the crash site as Rhona is gutted to receive their decree absolute. They're divorced. Later, with Pierce AWOL, they drunkenly share a kiss, as you do with your newly divorced ex. When Pierce returns, she confronts him about his whereabouts, but he counters that she doesn't understand his grief. Rhona tries to make it up to Pierce by asking him to propose again, and she accepts. Vanessa, for one, is worried and questions her about the haste, all of which Pierce overhears. Kasim refuses to give Finn another chance, so he breaks into his flat and trashes his room. But he soon regrets it and returns to sort it out. But Kasim finds him there. Finn is soon arrested, but someone sets fire to a Barton taxi and Kasim's hoodie is found at the scene. Finn gets the blame, but what's Emma doing in church later? Aaron is petrified by his upcoming sentencing. He's convinced he's going back inside and has a full-blown panic attack.